Hi, I'm Ben Orford. I recently acquired a Ray Mears Wilderness Axe and we're going to give you a little product review on it. It's got a 60 centimetre handle and the head itself weighs 0.8 kilograms. Slightly heavier, slightly longer than the small forest axe and slightly different to use, so we're going to show you the few techniques on how it splits and how it performs. So the head itself is a lot heavier and it's also got a much more pronounced wedge shape to it, which is fantastic for firewood splitting. So if we just show you how it's going to perform splitting this lump of firewood down here, and hopefully you can see how that wedge really works nicely. So it just drives straight through the fibres, and even when you get down low it works really nicely, and then you can always upend the log and drive it back down. Slight little knot in that piece of timber so it didn't fly right through. Just remove that. But real nice bit of kit for firewood splitting. And even on slightly smaller stuff, if you're coming in from the side, that wedge shape really works nicely. So we'll just pull that apart. So when it comes to the fine production of kindling, it's actually still easier if you lay it onto the log like so, and it just drives straight through it. So normally with an axe with a long handle, it's not so nice for carving work and craft work, but having this extra weight to the head with the long handle, it kind of balances nicely. So if we show you now how it can perform when we're actually using it for carving, again holding it reasonably close to the head, but the actual extra weight of the head itself really does speed up stock removal. So for producing stakes, making tent pegs, things like that, that extra weight is going to be a real advantage. Really quite nice. Still got to be a little bit careful that you don't catch that long handle on your clothing, but as long as you're aware of that, it's a great little craft tool really. So the extra weight and the extra shaft length really come into their own when you're sectioning up timber. So we'll show you how it performs at cutting through this log here. So getting down on your knees so you're nice and safe, and using that extra weight and that extra handle length, it performs really well at limbing. So when you're almost through, so that you don't dull your axe by sticking it in the ground, the best way is to roll the log over if you can, and then we can come in from the other side. So just to finish off that chop, so you can see how that cut through there really quite easily. So if we lay the small forest axe over the top of the wilderness axe, you can see how much bigger it is. And if I was going on a long camping trip and I knew that there was going to be a lot of firewood to produce, a lot of shelter building, having that extra length and that extra weight to the head is a real advantage. So this is going to be my new axe of choice for any expedition. For any more information, contact us through our website.